Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on IOTA. But before I get started, please click the like and subscribe button as it helps this channel grow very quickly. So, doesn't it make you mad when everyone is screaming about environmental concerns and IOTA is staring you in the face? It's environmentally friendly smart contracts. If your cryptocurrency is not green, whatever you're invested in, you can bet that crypto will be gone. It will not meet the new regulations. We see new sanctions and regulations coming from all over the world about going green, save the planet, climate change. And it's only going to get harsher as time goes on. A lot of these cryptocurrencies will not be around much longer. So IOTA is going multi-chain. With this integration, you will finally be able to earn yield on your precious IOTA tokens, even before the Stardust upgrade hits the IOTA mainnet. So now you'll have a chance to earn passive income with IOTA. Ripple, Interledger, Stellar, Hyperledger, XFIN, XDPOS, Algorand, PPOS, IOTA, FPC. And if we look at this, right, we see where IOTA fits in with the rest of the ISO 222 compliant coins. It's machine-to-machine transactions over IoT and human data exchanges. But it does so much more than that. It's going to have huge ties to XFIN also. And it's also going to be tied to Ripple and the rest of them somehow, some way. It's designed that way. And this map is probably the best map I could ever show you when it comes to IOTA because it puts everything in line. I was talking to a person just the other day about smart cities and smart houses in the future. And I was trying to explain to him that there's a cryptocurrency that handles all of this right now. And it's called IOTA. But he just couldn't envision it. So we see it's smart cities, digital ID, global trade, IoT network, OTA capable devices, vehicles, energy sector. This first one screams to me Tesla, where it deals with car to car, machine to machine. And Tesla should really be looking at IOTA. And then we see this. This is how it's tied to public transportation. It's the internet of everything. Think about it like that. I mean, we see how it's tied to trade and it's tied to industry plus AI, and AI is going to get bigger. Think about how like non-advanced Alexa is. I mean, she could lock your doors and things like that. But I think we're going much deeper in the future. I think there's going to be so many more capabilities, especially with smart houses. And, it was a thing in the past, like smart houses and smart capabilities. But the thing was, it wasn't quite there yet as far as technology, in my opinion. I think in the future, we're going to see that improved on quite a bit. I think we're going to see AI being part of that also. And IOTA will bring all of that together. But then we also see this smart cities, how everything talks to each other, machine to machine. Keep that in mind. That's very important when you're talking about IOTA. And it's only going to get bigger, in my opinion. And IOTA's value is going to skyrocket. So IOTA is certainly one of the most sustainable and greenest ones. Without buying carbon offsets, the energy use of one Bitcoin transaction powers 1 billion IOTA transactions. Think about that. That's how green IOTA is. And all of those transactions, think about the value of all of those transactions in the future. IOTA and Audi partner up to explore Tango-based mobility use cases. On July 25th, IOTA announced the partnership with Audi think tank. IOTA Foundation put together all its efforts to announce the introduction of permissionless mobility ecosystem. That's where it's going to talk car to car, like machine to machine. And then we see this. IOTA pumps on Jaguar and Land Rover partnership. That's been going on for years now. And the thing is, we're going to start seeing a lot of that getting implemented in the newer cars as time goes on. But you see how it's tied to the car industry. Now it partners with Nova, a big step towards mass adoption, AI. IOTA and Japan set to launch distributed ledger and AI technology to risk-based industrial energy maintenance systems. So it's going to be tied to so many different things. Think about how an AI could improve the workspace, like in factories. Say, for instance, it's a chemical factory and AI is involved inside of there. Say, for instance, there's a chemical spill, and AI can come out and clean that up without the risk to humans. We're going to start seeing machine and human side by side at some point. People will laugh when you say that, but think about it, where we're going. Think about the way technology is going. I could see AI being used in grocery stores to ring out your groceries. It could be used to pump gas in the future. In the future, we probably won't have gas. Most things will be running on electric. I think we're years away from that, but I think it is coming. And I think you're going to want to buy an EV vehicle with all the new technology that will be implemented inside of it. So, IOTA's identity solution can protect your data from tech giants. So, think about that. It can protect your identity from tech giants. That's how secure IOTA is. And to think about where this can all be tied together in the future is not that hard if you just sit down and give it a little bit of thought. We've seen all of this technology played out in movies before, but now it's starting to become a reality. We're starting to actually see it get built. So Deutsche Bank assesses IOTA to drive innovation in the banking sector. So now it's also tied to the banking sector. You see how these ISO tokens are well-rounded tokens? They're somehow tied to each other and tied to everything else. Never before in cryptocurrency have you seen something like this. That's how I know we're headed to a utility run instead of a bull run. I think utility tokens are going to take off, and a lot of tokens are just going to sit there when their prices start to skyrocket. Then we see this IOTA, better tech, real world adoption, and standardization. The machine to machine was enough for me to get behind IOTA, but we also see contract chains, assembly network, IOTA Tangle. I mean, it's only going to keep growing, and they're building this still in crypto winter. Think about that. I can hardly wait for real products, services, and marketplaces to become available for usual customers. My next construction project is planned as a smart house, and I hope IOTA is ready to play a very important role in this. Like I was talking about earlier, smart houses, the future of Internet of Things, ransomware. And I mean, this shows like what could go wrong. Like, on strike until you send money to my hackers. You know, $20 in my PayPal account are all only brew decaf. But they're showing, ransomware hitting, smart houses in the future. But I think they're going to fix that. Any of that is not going to be possible because I think IOTA is very secure. It's secure enough to be part of the new financial system. Think about it like that. So, in my opinion, I think smart houses are coming. I think smart capabilities in cars is only going to grow even more. I think at some point we're going to be standing side by side with machines, working together. And I think IOTA ties all of this together. I think it's one of the best cryptocurrencies out there right now. With that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.